Hey there, YouTube. This is Mr.Lubufu here with more Fate Reforged spoilers. Lots to talk about. Just gonna go ahead and hop right in with my new favorite card in the set. I love you, Brutal Horde Chief, so much. I just want to play with you. Um, that didn't get creepy. We've got a 4-mana 3/3 that whenever a creature you control attacks, defending player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. And also for 3 red-white hybrid, you get to cast Master Warcraft, which is creatures your opponents control block a Fable and you choose how they block. I just want to play with this guy. I'm so biased because I love Master Warcraft as a card. It's in my cube. I take it aggressively just because I love playing it. And now I get to play with it again with this card. I just want to smash people's faces. I think this card's actually quite good. Even if you don't use the ability, the Hellrider of sorts ability is pretty powerful. So I'm excited. Yay! And so I have to stop myself talking about it even more, or this will be a 10-minute video on how much I love Brutal Horde Chief. Next we have Mardo Shadow Spear. It's a 1-mana 1/1 that whenever it attacks, each opponent loses 1 life, and it has dash for colorless and black. This is an interesting one. It certainly goes in the aggressive shell. Being just a 1/1 means it gets blocked by everything under the sun. So you kind of have to work with it a little bit, I think. But otherwise, it's not that bad. Maybe there's an aggressive enough shell that can support it in constructed. Next we have Flame Wake Phoenix, colorless red for a 2/2 flying with haste that attacks each turn if able, with ferocious at the beginning of combat or your turn. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you may pay red. If you do, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. To me, this feels a lot like Chandra's Phoenix. And Chandra's Phoenix saw a lot of play in red burn decks at the time it constructed, and this might be good enough to get there too if there's a nice aggressive shell for it. But you have to be able to get the ferocious trigger rather than just get value from your spells, but then you don't have to recast it, you just have to get it to the battlefield. This is borderline playable. I would not be surprised to see this in constructed, or maybe it just doesn't have space. It's one of those cards that can exist in standard, but may or may not depending on the environment it is in. Next we have Citadel Siege. It's a 4-mana enchantment. Choose cons or dragons. Cons, at the beginning of your combat on your turn, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. Or dragons, at the beginning of combat on each opponent's turn, tap target creature that player controls. Compared with all the other ones, I mean, this one's another limited bomb, but for constructed, I don't see this seeing much play. It's a cool effect and all, but it's not the effect that can get you wins in standard. Next, we have Crucible of the Spirit Dragon. It is the return of the storage lands, but this one can make mana of any color, but only for casting dragons or activating abilities of dragons. I'm not that impressed. It's a thing, I guess. Next you have Supplant Form. It's a 6-mana instant that is unsummon plus put a copy, or unsummon plus clone of sorts for 6 mana. Nowhere near powerful enough for constructed play. It's fine and limited. It's expensive, but it does the job. And lastly, Mardo Strike Leader. It's a 3-mana 3/2 that whenever it attacks, put a 2/1 black warrior into play, and its dash cost is actually higher than its normal mana cost for that reason. It's a thing. I don't know if it's quite good enough since getting 2/1s is not super powerful. And then paying extra to be able to dash it and just get a value 2/1 is not something I particularly find impressive. Anyway, that's it for today. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below while I dance and celebrate over Brutal Horde Chief being a card. Thank you guys all